said, "I love your show, you're Bill." I said, "Yeah, I am." He said, "Hang on." He wandered off and he came back with like a 45-year-old guy. It was his son. And they work out together. And he was like, "Dude, stay there." And he came back with like a 20-year-old guy, which was his son. And the three of them not only work out together, but they watch our show together, and with their family, and their kids, and their wives, and I just think, I mean, the demographic of this show is unbelievable. I think we all probably thought it was going to be, whether it was 18 to 30 or whatever age. I don't know if I had an idea, but anybody, it is everybody that it seems to have engaged in some way, and it's amazing to experience that.
Except when it gets a little quirky. Some people think you're actually your character. And so they take some liberties. Lafayette would be okay. Certain things that come upon him in the party. Would not be okay with certain touches and stuff. I'm kind of bored. As Nelson, I'm kind of bored. People are like, "I'd love to hang out with you." That's Lafayette. Let's be at the crib, watching TV, playing Scrabble.
Alan, what did you learn from 6 Feet Under production-wise, writing-wise, that you bring to the show?
Well, for me, 6 Feet Under was kind of like film school. I had only worked on 4-camera sitcoms prior to that, which is a completely different beast. And I had been on the set of American Beauty, but I had never actually been involved in single-camera production. So I learned so much. And I do feel like it's a continuing process. I hate to ever get to the point where I feel like, oh, I know everything. Because, I mean, when you work on a project like this that is so collaborative and so big, there's just so much to learn every single day. And I think I see a lot of people, I was joking about being a proprietary writer asshole before, but I do see a lot of people in various jobs I've worked on who feel really like they have to control everything, or certain writers who are like, I have to write every single word. And I just don't think that's wise. Maybe that's just me rationalizing not wanting to work as hard as those people work. But I feel like when you work with people who are so gifted and so creative, like this amazing cast, and I work with really, really terrific writers, and great producers, and the crew is amazing, and all the designers and everything. I feel like my job is just to sometimes just get out of the way, just to really sort of recognize what the show is, what it wants to be, and step back and get out of its way.
Do you still like to direct?
I do. I'm not directing this year because I had I got sort of burnt out last year because I directed a movie and I'd done a play in New York, and I'm not as young as I used to be. So I'm not directing this season, but I love to direct. I also love to produce, and I love to write. I love to be a part of the collaborative process that creates these scripts for these amazing people to bring to life.
I'm sure people up there have a couple of questions that everyone wants to ask. Why don't you have to wait for the microphone, it's the only thing I ask. How about right there at the hat? Why don't you stand up?
Alan, thank you very much for bringing this cast together. As well, Nelson, great. Funny. Awesome. I know it must be hard to step towards that character. I've seen you in other work, and you do really well. For everybody in the cast, as you've seen your characters grow, as you step back, what do you think about your character individually? If I can ask from everyone, please.